Good day, everybody. Welcome in, welcome all. Today will be just a Pokemon stream. And boy, howdy, is it going to be a stream. We have to get this 3-segment Dundunsparce before long. I need to find it. I need to get the video edited and done before the DLC comes out. Which is in like 10 days. So, we're going to be ramping things up. But welcome in, welcome all. Hope everybody is doing great. Yeah, we're in high spirits, which is great. I'm in a good mood. We're in high spirits. Things are happening, life is happening, and I'm going to be a millionaire before you know it. I actually don't. What Pokemon do I need a Heracross? Probably, but I'll let you know. I will let you know. Do you have one ready for trade? If there's somebody else in the community that wants it, feel free to give it to them. I won't be able to get on Pokemon Go until like 9 o'clock tonight. Yeah, I know it's region locked. So. If there's somebody else in my Discord that wants one, they can definitely take advantage of that offer. Really? I have it right here. This is probably the device that my computer said doesn't... Ugh! Tech problems. Tech problems. This is going to make me mad if I have to end the stream. And my capture card. Actually, I have another capture card. But it gives a weird color glitch once in a while. So the passer still works on it. What? Don't worry, my webcam's going to go wonky. Hello? It doesn't even have my... OBS just straight up dropped my source. You need to do your presentation about Mega Man Maker? Game capture? No? Yeah? Hello? I think it'll be great. I think you'll do fine. We got it. Hallelujah! Oh, that was... Now I gotta reset everything. There we go. Okay, I think we're ready. About a new controller? Nice. Nice. I'm also going to say that, like, straight up, I'm not going to completely blame OBS on that one. There's potential my PC was part of it, but the other one has a ton of stick drift. Yeah, that is extremely common with Nintendo controllers. Unfortunately, extremely common with Nintendo controllers. I don't even want to check. Don't even want to check the outbreaks. Don't even want to... Nope, we're just going to get in. Give me tofu. Oh, well, that can go over there now. Just adjusting headphone volume. I think my computer's just scuffed right out, too. It's just... It's hanging on. This a burger or toast? This would be tofu toast. My monitor just disappeared and reappeared. I'm telling you, we are... Oh, man. I was cautious about my computer before. Now I'm just straight up worried. Now I'm just panic. Have I saw the cube rule of food? I don't think I have, honestly. Well, my interest has peaked, that's for sure. I might get angry or confused. That's basically my normal emotion anyway. Do it. Let's take a look. I can't even argue that. I can't argue that. The only thing I would say is, like, cake could also be lasagna. Or is lasagna just a pasta cake? Lasagna is a cake. That's fair. Hot dogs are tacos. Taquitos are sushi. I think that's just a hard, fast rule, that chart. I'm not even mad. That's why taco salads, right? Crush up the shell. It's ground beef is salad. Yeah, I'm very okay with this. Especially now that I can be like, I'm just eating a salad. Bro, that's a bowl of ground beef and cheese. Yeah, it's a salad. Get over it. I'm eating healthy. Fried rice, salad. Yeah. Until you wrap it up in some seaweed, then it's sushi. McKnight thinks we're going to be here for a while. Hey! Not bad. Pretty quick. Pretty quick. Salad might not be salad. Why wouldn't it be? Let me see that again. Let me look at this again. Depends how it's contained, right? Might be nachos. Wrong app. Yeah. Okay, so it's not perfect. It's not perfect. Gotta go back to that. Johnny Dundunsparce also wanted nachos. But, okay, here's the question. If you get layered nachos, is it a cake then? Might be. Interesting. There might be some minor plot holes here, but overall, the logic is sound. Technically, it would be. Yeah, because there's a bun in the middle. That makes it layered. I'm also okay with that being cake. I gotta stop biting my tongue while we're shiny hunting. I actually went to bed with a sore tongue back of my throat yesterday. Pizza is toast, indeed. Awfully delicious toast. But I've also, you know what, that holds true. I've actually legitimately just made pizza on a piece of bread. and toasted it. So that's totally fine. I very much accept that. I am unfamiliar with that sushi. I've probably had it and not even realized it, just ordered it by the number at our sushi place. I know that they have like a sushi pizza, but all it is deep fried rice, like on a rice patty, with like shredded crab meat or tuna or salmon, whatever you want on top, and a little bit of sauce. So by that, it would be toast. Yeah, yeah, okay. So we're talking about the same thing. Yeah. They just Americanized it here and just called it sushi pizza. I definitely had that. I eat the shit out of that. That is a big old lumpy Dundunsparce. Ugh, you're making me want to go to the all-you-can-eat sushi place in town. I haven't had that in like probably 3 years. And that's just because they were closed for COVID. And then I just haven't gone since because of finances. Because it ain't cheap. But boy, do I get my filling when I go. Get some spicy tempura shrimp rolls. Get some spicy tuna rolls. Some spicy salmon rolls. Whew. I'm drooling a little bit just thinking about it. That'll be... You know what? That's what I'll do when I hit my next weight loss milestone. I'm just going to go ham on some all-you-can-eat sushi. I don't even care if I'm there alone. Oh, onion beef rolls, dude. Oh. Dun -dun 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 -dun. I also told myself I'm not allowed to shave my beard until I hit my next weight loss goal. So, we might be looking like a homeless mess. Friggiraffe. Giraffe rig. None of the above. You only have a neck beard, not a full beard? I only had a neck beard for a very long time. So I wouldn't be too worried about it. I'm old now. I was probably 25 by the time I could actually just grow a normal beard. So I could not even get an ounce of facial hair in high school at all. And being a heavier set guy, that just doesn't help when you can't grow facial hair. Facial hair, you can definitely do things to shape your face and your neck to make it look like you ain't so big. You're not a shiny. That one's not a shiny in there either. But I don't know. I found a new motivation in life, so pretty happy right now. Things are moving. And it's not because I can just grow a beard now. It's still a slow growing beard, but beard nonetheless. A buddy of mine swears he can make my beard grow better and faster. He has his own beard oil company. And I'm not like saying no, he can't. But I feel skeptical. I'm not saying that it wouldn't make my beard a healthier beard, if that's what he's implying. But I also get to a point where it gets to a length and it annoys me, and he's like, oh, my beard oil will make it so that it's not annoying you. And I'm like, that I don't. I have beard hairs that hit my nose while I'm trying to sleep, and that annoys me. So I don't think you can solve that problem. No, you're good. You're good. You take care of what you need to take care of, DJ. What you got going on is much more important than what we're talking about. It's just my job as a streamer to talk a lot. And fill the dead air. But I think what he was saying, a lot of it comes down to phrasing, and obviously a lot of that is marketing. Like, I can make your beard grow faster and better. When really it's just coming down to my products make you have healthier skin, healthier beard hair. That's why it's better. But I guess such is life. That's how things go with phrasing and marketing and whatnot. Like, quite honestly, I could have titled this video Shiny Hunting for the Most Inappropriate Pokemon Ever. Could have. And for TOS reasons, I will not say why. Or what it could be. That's why I also didn't make my title that way. For TOS reasons. But that would have been a hell of a marketing campaign. Dun, 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 dun. Stunts. Dun, dun, stunts. Man, that would be crazy. That'd be crazy. And I got back to thinking, I'm like, I don't know that I've ever seen a 3 segment just spawn on the overworld. I don't know that it can. But if it happens to glitch out in my favor, I'm not going to say no to it. I know yesterday we got the shiny Dundunsparce, but it wasn't a 3 segment. And it ultimately hit the recycle bin as well. It feels wrong. Almost. But it's the most effective way to do this hunt. Despite having 4 Dunsparce and 1 Dundunsparce no longer in our boxes. Because the last thing I want to do is continue to do raids and hunt for Herba. I know I could have done the more generic sandwich, but this sandwich by far I have found is the most effective. So, and it takes 5 seconds to make. Which is the nice part. And it's really enjoyable that you can isolate Dunsparce here. I also did the math. Okay, I looked up the odds. So if you have a Sparkle Power 3 sandwich, which this one is, your shiny odds are still 1 in 1,024. So now if I combine that with the shiny charm, the odds are still 1,000 or 1 in 512. Now, to evolve a Dunsparce into a 3-segment Dunsparce is 1 in 100. So, that's a thing. So even with all of my boosted odds, it's still just a 1 in 512 chance that we get a shiny Dunsparce with the sandwich. And it's still a 1 in 100 odds that we're going to get a 3-segmented Dunsparce out of that. So there's your math on that. Technically, if you wanted to think about it, it's kind of like 1 in 51,200-ish. If you wanted to think about it that way, but I don't see it as that way. I see it as I have a 1 in 512 chance of getting a shiny Dunsparce, and of that 1 in 512, I have a 1 in 100 chance of it being a 3-segment once it evolves. 2 separate odds. I don't think you can combine those odds. I think people combine those odds to get clickbait titles. That's for sure. I'm also kind of debating doing the 3 mouse hold shiny hunt. That one's just harder because you'd have no idea sometimes when it evolves. It sometimes doesn't have an evolution animation. Like, I remember doing the playthrough, all of a sudden mine went from 10 to mouse hold, and I was just like, huh? It just happened. Nothing. So, ain't no problem, DJ. Good luck with the project and all that stuff. Hope we'll see you soon. Tasty peppermint mocha coffee. More like a hot chocolate at that point. It's great. Do 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 do. We got left 6 minutes. Maybe we'll pull out another one. Maybe not. You know what, though? 1 is still better than the 2 sandwiches of 0 yesterday. Nope. But now looking up the odds, it makes much more sense that we might not get anything on some sandwiches. We want pink Dundunsparce. Ow! I thought I was clearly above him. Guess not. There I go biting my tongue again. Nothing, huh? I'm hoping I didn't save when we got that Dundunsparce. I don't think I did. If I did, well then I guess we go looking for a salty raid. which would be Mandibuzz, Gliscor, Garganelk. Or I'd say screw it and make the 19-piece sandwich. Boongus as well would have a salty chance. I think Dondozo, C-Titan. Quite a few have a salty chance. Let's go. One more shiny would be nice. If not, that's your prerogative, game. I can wish for more. Yeah. Or choosing to not do so. And I guess we reset. Mick freaking Knights. What up? I feel like you're off work a little early. One shiny so far to evolve. We got, what, 4 minutes left? 23 seconds left. Whoo-wee! What are you gonna do with all that time on your hands? Sandwich over. Start laundry early. Oh yeah, that's right. It's your scheduled laundry day. It's Monday. My character just raises eyebrows at us like 9 times. It was weird. I'm gonna have a small request from you, McKnights. As crazy as this is gonna sound. The You no longer have to ask, how's the hunt? I need you to ask, how's the computer? Oh boy, was it sketchy today. And still is. I hear double dings, I hear double sounds. Sometimes I don't hear any sound. Sometimes it has no idea what my capture card is. So we had to do a text stream for the first like 10 minutes and figure out why my capture card wasn't working because the computer just dropped the input on it. So that was fun. All right, number 5. Will you be the 3-segment Dundunsparce? You will not be the 3-segment Dundunsparce. I also want to change my counter before I forget this now. All I want for Christmas is a new PC. Well, You're not wrong. I'm going to change my counter. I'm only going to change the number now after the evolution, because if I get like 4, let's just say I get 4 in the sandwich, but the second one I evolve is the 3 segment, then the hunt is over, but now my encounters are up 2 for no reason. If that makes sense. No, apparently sometime between now and next Friday, my parents have to go to the lawyers to sign the paperwork for the house, so there might be a good chunk of that that goes towards the PC fund. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. I also part of me doesn't want to make too many more complicated axe handles until I have the table saw. The table saw is just going to make things to the level that I want to. So I'll continue to do like the simple laminated ones. And now that I know the shipping's only like 25 bucks, I'm pretty sure I can bring them down to like $40 and still include shipping and be okay. And then I can hammer out like 3 a day or 3 a week. Because what's... Let me... It was 55 bucks. Roughly. Canadian right now. 54. So even the... I would just have to make sure that the hobby pieces I buy and use are cheaper than... Because even to the furthest place, it's about 40 bucks to ship. Canadian. I would just make sure that my hobby pieces are less than 15 bucks and we still profit. But I don't really need to include hickory because I just basically all the revenue from one handle just goes to an 8 board foot chunk of hickory, and then I get 8 handles out of it. So I don't really consider hickory a part of my overhead cost. Well, I should though. $70 got me 8 cores. About $8.50. $45 US is the cheapest I can go. To include shipping. Just in my brain, because a lot of the hobby pieces I'm picking up, they're like 10 to... That was insane. That was insane. A lot of the hobby pieces I pick up are like $8 to $15. And some handles need 2, but some handles also just use chunks. Like the middle piece right now of the one that I'm building is just leftover walnut from other handles that I made. So it's kind of hard to determine profit when it's just like, I've got some scrap laying around, let's make something. How fast was that? Oh, that was like 3 minutes. And considering it's like a minute and a half to get down to the spot. So I don't know. I think I'll have to play it from now. Like, I'll just play it so that if there's a little cash after shipping, then I'm fine. It's just to get cash flow in life. Like Monopoly says, if you play digital Monopoly or on the like consoles or anything, if you pass go and then you have to pay taxes, it's just like money in, money out. It's just basically how it's gonna be. It's about establishing brand awareness and recognition at this point. And if everything's at cost and there's no profit for now, that's fine. I enjoy doing it. And it gets more people involved in the sport. That's a win-win. I feel like you're still in your car. Or you're at home and stupid tired. I think both is a pretty good option. I am a freaking genius. I found out, too, how much the Peter Griffin costume costs on Fortnite. It's part of the season pass, so you need 950 V-Bucks. But the stupid part is you only need, or you can only buy 1,000 V-Bucks at a time, and I already have 500 V-Bucks, so I'm like, well, what the why can't I just buy 450 V-Bucks? Even 500 would be fine, but this is why we do the loop. And you can't, so it's going to cost me $13, and then I don't even get Peter Griffin until level 70. Yeah. It's great. Only when you defeat him as a boss, though. A walla bird, bird, bird. Bird is a word. A walla bird, bird, bird. Bird is a word. A walla bird, bird. Bird is a word. I better not continue. I might get DMCA'd. I mean, I'm probably gonna end up biting the bullet and going for it because it's just too fitting for me. That's 2 in 8 minutes? Oh, baby. And then we're probably going to grind Fortnite pretty hard. I'm not going to lie, because I want that costume. And if I don't get to level 70 by the end of the season, I lose it. So then my money's wasted. So I hope y'all are ready for some Fortnite streams. Oh no. I've become that guy. What a marketing play, though. Like, yeah, Fortnite's free, but you want the cool stuff? Minimum $12 every time. Oh no. Oh yeah, super smart. That's where I hope to recoup some costs by streaming. Dun, 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 dun. Cool. They're expensive and you have to pay all up front. You'll have to spend about $400 right up front. Pretty good deal, though, for what you get. So, but you'd have to apply for reimbursement on that, right? So you would have to pay up front for the gym membership, and then they would reimburse you at $250. Yeah, that's pretty damn good then. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what the actual it will greatly change from time to time, but if I'm remembering from when I worked there and literally nothing's the same, corporate memberships like that were anywhere between 40 and 60% off. So I'm just basing it on like the average of 50%, and it's $30 bi-weekly right now. So let's just say it's $30 a month. That would be $360 plus your taxes. So it'd be $15 plus another $750 ish, right? $750, about $8. So $383.50, somewhere around there. Then you take your yeah, and maybe even a little cheaper than that too, or maybe a little more expensive. But it also depends on. So $30 a month is just their basic one too. I don't know if your corporate one would be like, oh, you got your towel service, you got your classes, you got your blah, 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 which now drives it up to like $45 every 2 weeks. I don't know. When I worked there, everything was included for $24 every 2 weeks. Now nothing's included for $29 every 2 weeks. I would do it. I would. Absolutely. Then I might have to switch gyms and teach you the ways. Only if more income starts coming through. But the nice thing is it's not that far from your work. You can either hit it on your way home or on your way to work. Because I got full change rooms and showers and everything there too. And it's 24 hours up until, I think, midnight on Friday. And even on Saturdays, it's like until 10 or 11 o'clock at night on Saturdays, opening at 5 a.m. Something similar to that, anyway. On both Saturday, Sunday. It's still a pretty good... It's not full 24 hours, but it's still pretty darn good. It's not as high as we looked at. Is it down to like a 25% discount? That makes sense, yes. Essential would be the $29.99 every 2 weeks. Premium is like, oh, you get your towel service and tanning. And then Ultimate is like classes, tanning, all that other crap, sure, yeah. Which all you would need is Essential. Trust me, all you would need is Essential. Ugh! So you get deeper discounts the higher you go. But it's still not great. Basically, what you would save on the Essential is how much I pay bi-weekly for mine right now. You should... Honestly, you should just stop at the Y and inquire about their... like, subsidized memberships. Because you have your own bank account where your money goes into, right? They do. But if your money goes into your account, just show them your account. I don't know what kind of proof of income they ask for now. I don't know if they ask for like a pay stub or whatever it is. They just know me there, so I just get it done. The other thing you can do is just ask what their subsidized program is. Show them a pay stub. They don't need to know what goes into your bank account or where the bank account's going. Just show them a pay stub. That'd be the best way to go about it, right? Because you may not get as deep of a discount as me making no money, but if you show them a pay stub, they'll still give you a discount. And even their basic membership is 25 plus the 250, so 27.50. You're not quite as cheap as Good Life that way, but even if you get a subsidy that would be like 30% off, then you're about the same as Good Life, and then I can show you the ropes. Mine's like a deep discount, like 80% off or something like that. I know it's like the discounts are between 40 and 80% off, and they stagger depending on your income. But you're what, like 30 hours a week at work right now? Just economy. If you do the 24-hour stuff with me, then you wouldn't even have access to the plus. General, the only thing you get in general over economy is classes. And then you'd have to, if you wanted the 24-hour, you have to add $2.50 on. And then it's $15 for your key tag, but whatever. Yeah, until you wait for their no enrollment. But if you get a subsidized membership, there's no enrollment. Little tidbit there for you. Subsidized memberships don't pay enrollment fees. And I'm pretty sure you have to make like... So I have a rough idea of what your hourly wage is. You're around 30 hours a week right now, are you not? Okay, so easy math, that's $2,400 a month before taxes. I'm pretty sure, well, that works out to 24, 28 roughly a year before deductions and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure they have subsidy programs up to $35,000. So if you make over $35,000 as an individual, then they cut off your subsidies. It's either 30 or 35,000. I can't remember if it's gross or net, but even if you get that 30% off, yeah, that'd be pretty close, actually. But there was also times there you were working a lot more when there was the transition period and stuff, right? And yeah, that's true. time off, vacations, and stuff. So it probably all equals out. I remember that one week you were pissed because you got like 18 hours with full availability. Ugh. That's terrible. And that's probably what they're like maxing out at, too. Stupid. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, but even the good life, 21 every 2 weeks. You're essentially still getting 5 months for free if you can claim the rest on your health spending account. But you could also probably claim the Y on your health spending account as well. You'd probably be right on that cusp. It's worth it to check out. I don't think they have that information publicly available because they don't want people to take the discounted rates. But word of mouth gets out, so, you know. Yeah, it wouldn't be. But I can't remember the tiers. Yeah, well... And that's kind of a different thing altogether. That is funded by donations. Is it like 20 bucks for the first something or other? And no enrollment? Oh, you get 3 weeks for free. I would, honest to God, I know you're looking at promos and stuff. Just shut up and look at their financial assistance stuff because legitimately you do not pay an enrollment fee if you're qualifying for any of the financial assistance. And if you qualify for the financial assistance and on top of that you can use $250 from your house spending account, you might have a gym membership for $50 a year. I'm just saying. The only thing you'd have to pay up front is if you want the key tag for the 24 hours. I pay $8.90 something cents every 2 weeks right now for my gym membership. So even if we want to do quick math, that's $240 a year. And you might legitimately, you won't get the deepest discount, but if I had your program, I'd have a absolutely free gym membership. But even if you have to pay... Okay, let's do the math. So you don't get the discount. You don't get the discount on the 24-hour, which, fine, whatever. It's a whole $2.50. But you said it was $24.75, right? If I scroll back up a little bit here. At $24.75. Even if you get the 40% discount on that, that's 10% is, let's just say $2.50. So that's $10 off. So you're $14, $16, $17 every 2 weeks. For 26 payments. In a year. That's 260, and then another 50 is 300, and then another 2 is 46. So you're $370 a year after tax. Your $250 house spending account, you now have a $170 membership a year. Womp womp. And that's just rough math. That's just very rough math. Could be a little more, could be a little less, but you could have a full year gym membership for less than $200. I'm not waiting to do these evolutions. We're on a time crunch here. Because it's only going to take a couple minutes. Thank you, menu, for taking 9,000 years. Okay. Number 6. The funniest hockey stat. Is it the one where Tom Barrasso had more points than somebody else? The left winger. Counter number 6. Here we are. For 6. Triple segment or not? It is not. It is not. Encounter number 7. The moment of not so much truth. It is not. Oh boy. They need to put Letang back on power play 1 instead of Carlson. I'm not hating on Carlson, but I'm hating on Carlson, so I mean, we can say that between him and Burns, it kind of revolutionized the defensive position. They kind of defined what it meant to be an offensive defenseman. Doesn't mean we have to like them, but we can appreciate what they did. Boom, boom, boom. Really? I like Marlowe a lot. I like Marlowe a lot. I still don't skip it. Maybe that's because I cheer for a team in the Central Division. I can admire the fact that he's 38 and still producing, but still. Doesn't mean I have to like him. Can we get Dundunsparce over here? Yes, we can. Cool. I don't think I can go anywhere after, but we can get them over here. You're just a Debbie Downer today, aren't you? If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have a place in the league for a defenseman like Makar or Hughes or Heiskanen or your favorite Darnell Nurse. Or... I mean, Adam Fox is a little more defensive-minded than most. I'm just mostly going with Makar. If it wasn't for Carlson and Burns, there wouldn't be room for Makar. Yeah, I know. I know you're going from, like, the pure defensive standpoint from it. But we wouldn't be able to witness history as we are this year. So... just saying. You and I are much more hockey purists. Okay? And unfortunately, the league is mandating and making rules to make the world all about offense. You and I, we can enjoy a defensive game. If the game ends 1-0, we're like, God damn, that was a good game. Yes, absolutely he is. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that the league is making it so that you have to have offensive defensemen, and they're trying to bring more casual fans in. Well, what sells the game better to the casual fan than a game that ends 6-8 and has all the excitement and end-to-end rushes and open ice action? Instead, why can't we get people excited about good defensive hockey, great back checking, big neutral zone open ice hits that don't happen anymore, unless you're Jacob Trouba, and more of a chess game, and make it so that people can understand the game? Well, I mean, Tanev did block one with his cheek the other day, so, you know, what's that? You know, and then when you truly have an offensive superstar, it makes it look like that offensive... yeah, that's true. Makes it look like that offensive superstar is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers, and it's just that much more special. But unfortunately, we're in a league now where if the game doesn't have 6 goals a game, it was a flop. Nobody liked it. It was boring. It was terrible. When really, it might have been one of the best games there was. Maybe a goalie stood on his head. Maybe the defensive play was awesome. Maybe there was multiple 2-on-1s, but the defenseman and the goalie worked it great. I don't... well, the only thing that wasn't boring about that was the downfall of Vasilevsky, which I am so happy about, by the way. Our savior is here! Get shelled for 6. Only won 1 game on his return so far. Don't worry, Tampa's a perennial cup contender because we have Hedman and Vasilevsky. Okay. Whatever you think. Braden Point and Kucherov do things too. Okay. I missed that. Also, the Preds are kind of heating up, and it's scaring me a little. Especially because they're putting Tyson Barrie on the trade block. Fun fact. One for one. You can go Nurse for Barry. Or Bouchard, you pick. I'm just trying to give you more cap space by saying take Nurse one for one. That's almost like a Devon Taves, Kale McCarr pairing. Okay. Is Devon Taves still underappreciated at this point? Because if it wasn't for Devon Taves being very smart and mostly stay-home defenseman, McCarr wouldn't be able to do what he does, even though he backchecks like crazy. No. If anything, Barry would be a better winger than Bouchard. Barry's way more mobile. If Barry could do faceoffs, I could see him being a very good center. Well, fair enough, but I don't know. At least Edmonton's finally starting to click a little bit. The Avalanche are falling apart. I looked at the Scores power rankings today, and they were like, we're ranking Avalanche 22 points in 22 games. Bouchard does? That's actually kind of impressive. But they based their power rankings, ready for this? The Score based their power rankings on the biggest surprise from every team so far. Or at least that's what they were talking about. I mean, the top three makes sense. I would almost say that it would make more sense to go Kane and then Nuge if it was a regular season, but it isn't, apparently. But yeah, they were like, it's a stunning, or the biggest surprise is the stunning, rapid decline of goaltender Georgiev. After winning his first 6 games, he's now just 8-7-1, and I'm like, yeah, the team has also fucking sucked lately, and we're on a 3-game losing streak. And to 2 of those teams we should have probably won. It's not the fact that Georgiev sucks. It's if you actually watch the game, we're having incredible defensive breakdowns in front of him. It's not the goalie that sucks. Most games, in fact, you would attest to this by watching the Dallas highlights, most games he keeps us in it at this point. Our biggest struggle this year, as much as I can say we're struggling, quote unquote, even though we're still leading the Central by 1 point, on the close games that we should have won, or the games that we've collapsed and lost, I can point to 2 players that we are missing that solidify everything about that team. And it's definitely not Tyson Jost. As much as he's actually having a good year in Detroit. It would be Gabriel Landeskog and Eric Johnson. Both insane leaders. Both know exactly what to do and when to do it. Johnson was much more of a calming defensive presence and had a massive resurgence on the defensive end of his career last year. Or not last year, the year before when we won the Cup. Jack Johnson sort of fits the role that Eric Johnson left, but not really. EJ was a good replacement player to log minutes and take some pressure off of Makar and Taves. And now you see Makar and Taves getting exhausted because outside of that, our D-core is Gerard that's in a rehab program. Manson, who's been there for 50% of the games. Byram, who's in the penalty box for half of his ice time. Jack Johnson or Caleb Jones right now. And quite honestly, out of the hierarchy, it probably goes Makar, Taves, Manson, and then Caleb Jones right now for defense. It is not the 6 defensemen that we used to have. Or once in a while, McDermott. I would have rather seen them play McDermott on D last night than calling up Malinsky. I'm gonna BRB for real this time. Fair enough. Ugh. There you go. There you go. We want pink Dundunsparce. How much time? 13 minutes left on this sandwich. Oh, boy. We're going to phase out. Hey, Flaming Golem, what's going on? Good to see you. Sorry if I missed your message sooner. Good to see you back. I will be streaming tomorrow. Yeah. I will be streaming Sunday to Friday. The biggest reason I'm doing a big push is a couple reasons. We'll be building the viewership up for the DLC come out. And I'm trying to build watch hours towards my monetization on YouTube. So we're going to be pushing about 6 days a week. Minimum 3 hours, maybe 4 hours a day onto YouTube's. Maybe 5, depends on what else I got going on in life. Finally! No! Dundunsparce, you ruined it! Don't you... I don't think this shiny one will bury itself. I don't know. Interesting. GG. Well, can't count our GGs just yet. This is the 4th one today, so... we'll count our GGs once it's a 3 segment. But I did the math last night, so using a Sparkling Power 3 sandwich and the shiny charm, it's still 1 in 512 odds to get a shiny Dunsparce. And I've got 10, 11 total now. Even though I don't get to keep them all. But, you know. I could if I had unlimited salty herba, but I don't. I do not. You're back? You missed a shiny. How dare you, McNuts? You missed a shiny. But that's not the exciting part. The exciting part is the evolutions. That reminds you of redeeming some shiny luck. Okay. Fair enough. Stuffing your face with a muffin. It better be a chocolate chip, a double chocolate, or a banana bread muffin. Better not be carrot cake. Blueberry is also acceptable. Ugh. Terrible. Cranberry is a terrible muffin. That depends. Not necessarily. I view it as two different odds. So right now I have 1 in 512 chance of encountering a shiny Dunsparce. But of those shiny Dunsparce, it's a 1 in 100. Is how I view it. So I think to me it's two separate odds. I'm not arguing your math, but I have all the advantages in the world right now because I'm using a Sparkling Power 3 sandwich along with a shiny charm. So it cuts the odds down to 1 in 512 for me. So if you want to do the 1 in 512 along with the 1 in 100, mine is 1 in 51,200. And not the 409,600. If you wanted to do it that way as well. If you wanted to combine the odds. Look at you being a good husband, letting people blah blah blah. I wouldn't do that. Well, then at least split the banana chocolate chip. Give yourself some sanity. Then buy more. Ugh. You're weird. I won't eat any vegetables or fruits but cranberries. Ugh. But yeah, Flaming Golem, I see what you're saying, but I knew that going into this it would be a very, very long hunt. Even with all the advantages, so I didn't want to disadvantage myself, so I'm giving myself all the advantages. Because you think about it, on average, we're getting, even with all the advantages, we're getting like two shiny Dunsparce an hour. So if it takes all 100 Dunsparce to get the 3 segment, that's 50 hours. And lingonberry toast? Are you even speaking English at this point? Somebody mentioned me in a comment. I don't know if I like this. The page is not available. Scammed. Lingonberry toast just sounds expensive and made up. Look at you being all fancy. I only like jam that I have to drive 2.5 hours for. I don't believe you. Ugh. Just remember, McKnights. Double fruit strawberry? No. The only good thing Smucker's did was combine strawberry and peanut butter in one container. Or Nutella and peanut butter in one container. That was great. Yeah, goober. I thought, whatever. I'm not a jam connoisseur. I rarely have bread. You know what I did for breakfast this morning? And it was incredible. I had 2 freezer waffles. Toasted them suckers up. Put a slice of breakfast ham on top of each. So there's 2 slices of breakfast ham. And then each of them had 2 fried eggs with habanero melted cheese on there. And I ate it like an open-faced breakfast sandwich. So good. What is wrong with you? But you like bacon. God. Blaming Golem, I can't believe I keep McKnights around as a friend. I don't understand. I had bacon so crispy from A&W the other day. I thought I had a bone in the chicken. I bit into it and it like cut the roof of my mouth. I was like, no, that's terrible. Herb, welcome back. Okay. Oh my goodness. Who are you? Twitch just kicked me out of my own chat. Fun. Alright, so this is encounter number 8. Oh my god. I hate my computer so much. You're welcome. We can squat up. Oh, that. I'm gonna do this just so I don't lose my... Sorry guys, technical issues. I'll drag you down, then I'll just learn how to heal better. Number 8. Will you be the 3-segment Dundunsparce? It will not. Will not. Right, this is the... Is there a plan after Dundunsparce? Well, if it does take me 50 hours, DLC will be here. If it doesn't take me 50 hours, maybe the orange and yellow Tatsugiri. Or the rest of the Squawkabillies. I don't want to get too crazy with 3-family household. I think it's just giving you a... telling you that you can buy things from the shop. You'll get some items. It's just how it plays. Oh, my frame rate's done. Yay, computer's dying. Chat, I don't mean to push donations, but my computer's dying. I'm joking. Don't give me your money. Never give me your... That makes sense. That makes sense. Are you playing PC then? Or just because it's connected to your Epic Games account? Nurch. Gotcha. Do I want to hear a Pokemon pickup line? Hit me. Do it. Play Rocket League. I've played Rocket League. Where's my rewards? Only when it was free on the PlayStation is when I downloaded it. You must be a Charmander because you're making me hot. At least you didn't use Slugma. Play Rocket League a lot with your brother-in-law. Boo. Do. McKnights, I'm slightly disappointed. The PC I want from Costco? It's got the star on the price tag now. It's limited quantities. Sad day. That was the best deal around. No. It just has the asterisk on the price tag. It's just saying limited quantities, and which I'm assuming they don't have a restock coming on them then. Well, actually, I took a picture of the price tag because I wanted to research what the asterisk meant. Yeah, I know it's still at 99. Are they going to give me a clearance sale soon? Is that what you're saying? So there's going to be like 1 or 2 more restocks, but that'd be about it. There was still like 4 or 5 on the shelf for sale. Nope. I have not. I've literally only done the Battle Royale. Squid Game's stupid. Might be a hot take, but not a fan. Well, it's about accurate for who you are, really. I mean, who doesn't love food? Well, that's not true. You only like a very small select amount of food. Well, we haven't had a sandwich fail us yet today. My gut tells me that this one will be a waste. I know we just started, but my gut says this one won't be a winner. And we're gonna have those from time to time. I don't know that that comment justifies that response. Mm. I drank too much water before bed last night, and I was going to the washroom constantly. I went to the bathroom like 6 times last night. Let you live your life? No. Because you make irresponsible decisions. Like, we're supposed to be saving for a business, but I'm just going to go buy some Disney Lorcana cards or whatever they are. Shh. Not all 5 times you've bought them. Or the times you buy hockey cards. The one. The one. Yeah. Good deal or not, still not towards the ultimate deal. Just imagine how many hockey cards you can buy when the business is booming. Just how many hockey cards you can buy once we get our business going, simply because we'll have a wholesaler. How about that? Um, you could, but here's the thing. The way you're going about it, yes, it's adding to the total, but overall it's a net loss most times. Also, that app that you use for the Collects app for scanning hockey cards, wildly inaccurate. It's brutal. I bet you your collection is worth like, not to knock on it or anything or discourage you, but I bet you it's worth about 1/5 of what it actually says. It doesn't scan the cards accurately. Because, like, I had that one Devin Dubnyk card. It was like, yeah, this card's $46. I actually go find the proper series, and it was worth, like, 45 cents. If you don't base it off that, then what do you base it off of? The only thing you can really do is recent eBay sales. Averages really doesn't tell you anything, simply because what I've noticed with hockey cards on eBay, one could have sold yesterday, one could have sold today, but then the next one on the list would have sold 6 months ago. And what it sold for 6 months ago is nowhere, unfortunately, what it would be worth today. I just think the trading card market is so volatile in general. It's very, very hard to base anything off of. I can trust TCG player within a 10% deviance. I would only say the last like 3 weeks. Honestly. Especially if it's a new series that comes out. Your first week, everything's worth way too much money, and it starts to stabilize after about a month. It can even drop more after that, to be honest with you. Hazy, what's going on? Good to see you. In fact, things only go down in value until it's like 5 years old. No problem, Flaming Golem. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good night. I'm having so much audio stuttering, I'm just hoping you guys aren't hearing the audio stutters. Ooh. That was also when I had frame rate dropping happening too. Audio's fine. It's not for me, but I can put up with it as long as it's fine for you guys. Essentially what's happening is the motherboard is dying on my computer. We had tech issues where I had to swap USBs on the capture card, reset a whole bunch of things right off the start, so you know, fun stuff. And I had those frame rate issues, yeah, and I'm not even dropping any frames. It's just the processing on the computer is not great anymore. I'm only using 35% of my CPU usage right now as well. Well, it says CPU, it's processing off the GPU. And unfortunately, even if I went and updated my graphics card, my motherboard is so old, the PCI slot for the graphics card wouldn't fit. So then I'd have to update my motherboard. And by the time I do that, I might as well just get a whole new computer. Best drink? Man, I am a very... I'm a very sweet person when it comes to drinks, and I really love energy drinks. So for me, right now it's a tie. And it's gonna sound weird, but there's this Alini brand. They have a cherry slush flavor energy drink, and it tastes exactly like a cherry slush. Or rainbow sherbet rain. That's what it is for me. I'm very specific. But I drank water more than anything. So if it's by volume, it's water. If it's by flavor, it's one of those two. Milk, I can't stand on its own anymore. I don't know why. I'm not a big white milk drinker. Chocolate milk, I'll drink it by the liter. Banana milk, tasty stuff. Strawberry milk, good stuff. But plain white milk, I can't do it. I don't know why. And now I know. Yeah, there's frame skipping on you guys' end with no frame rate drop or no dropped frames. I know that it's a computer issue because I get nothing. My monitor looks mint. So it's the processing of the computer that's lagging. Cold glass of milk. I still can't. It's got to be chocolate milk. It's or a flavored milk of some sort. For me, I think when it's just regular white milk, whether it's like 1%, 2% whole milk, whatever it is, there's just this aftertaste that just stays. It almost like, to me, tastes sour. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old and grumpy, and I don't like white milk anymore. I don't know. Or my palate changed and said I don't like it, but I don't know. Yeah, I know the leg's not too bad, but it still frustrates me because I want to bring a high quality product. That's why. And leg is not a quality product. Yeah, see, you're right with me on that then. It's the aftertaste. That's why. And that's why I just can't do regular milk. It's a no-go for me. But give me some Nesquik chocolate syrup to put in there, and now we're talking. Now we're cooking. What do we got left? 7 minutes. Well, we got a shiny on the last sandwich with 6 minutes left, so I mean, not all hope is lost, but I did have that gut feeling like this is going to be the sandwich that I don't get anything. That's kind of what I did last night, and it kind of came back to bite me. I woke up and had to go to the washroom like, I think it was 5, maybe 6 times, and I slept great outside of that, but it was definitely annoying. Not my best moment. But that's also on me. I go to the gym late night, basically right before bed. So I drink a lot more water while I'm at the gym, so that makes sense as to why I have to go to the bathroom more at night. Might not be the best way to do things, but what do you do? I'm kind of at the point because I have so many like dreams and aspirations and goals in life. And of course my health and fitness is part of that. But I have this weird mental dynamic where I can't go to the gym and work out until I've put in an honest day's work on my own stuff. I used to go mornings. I used to be at the gym at like 9 a.m. And then all I could think is, man, I should be at home doing this. I should be at home doing that. And then I would just cut my workout short and then come home and work on the stuff. So now I do all my work before I go to the gym, and now I have a clear, conscious mind saying I've done an honest day's work, and then I can actually get a good workout in. And then I sacrifice about 20 minutes of sleep because I have to pee every single hour. Doo doo doo. You don't work out sadly anymore. I mean, it's to each their own. I clearly didn't get looking the way I look by working out consistently in life, that's for sure. I I have a love-hate relationship with it. Some days I love it, some days I hate it. But I was never really health conscious until I was like 23, 24, something like that. And then I started paying more attention to it. But then it was ebbing and flowing at that point, too. Where I was working out some, and then I was working out like not at all. And doing it all for very wrong reasons. My whys and my motivating factors were not good ones. It was good that I was working out, but not the reasons why. But yeah, workout stuff can definitely come and go. It's a process. It's a thing. I think the workout environment itself has a lot to do with it too. I also use the 24-hour access to my gym membership now so that I'm not around a bunch of people. And then I'm not feeling judged and scrutinized. Even though I know most people in the gym don't do that, it's just, it's an anxiety thing for me. I have no problem putting my face out to potentially thousands of people every single day streaming. But in the gym, it's a weird complex. Yeah, weights at home? I have a couple, but not too many. It's nice if I don't ever want to leave the house and do stuff, but I don't really have a bunch of space to do it with either. But your dad works out, that's a good example to set for sure. I understand that. I understand that feeling all too well. McKnights must be in a cranberry-induced coma. You know, there's a few ways you can change your body. Now you're here. Well. But at the end of the day, I think now this is coming from somebody that has struggled with self-image my entire life. I think there's a certain peace that can come over you when you accept the fact that you may never love your body. You're always going to find flaws. You're always going to hate a certain aspect of it here and there. Yeah, I knew this is a sandwich we would get nothing. But you also have the power to improve that too, right? So there's a few things you can do, but it's all about it's all a mental game. I understand that, and McKnights and I have talked about this privately quite a bit. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I went all through life of people bothering me and bugging me because of the things I like, and then it only compounded because of my physical image. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what they think. Straight up, it does not matter what they think. You have to learn to love yourself. If you enjoy your personality and who you are, if you enjoy the things that or you're doing the things that you enjoy doing, and you want to change your body purely for health reasons, then you're in a good place. Like for me, it's pretty complex. Sometimes my mental state. It's like, oh, maybe girls don't like me because of my size. And that might be true for some of them. But I'm sure there's some of them out there that don't give a shit about my size. And they're more like, I like him because he's driven, he's got goals, he's got blah, 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 blah. Right? You have to find a different why. It's not... How am I going to put this now? I kind of talked myself into a corner. But finding your why that isn't an external factor, that's what it is a big thing. So don't want to change your body because people are making fun of you or because your personality is different from theirs. Don't go about it that way. I recently found, okay, I want to change my body not because of who I am, not because of how I look, and not because of how I emotionally feel about myself. I want to change my body for a couple of reasons. One, I can be more comfortable streaming. I'm not in pain with my lower back because I'm sitting too long. I want to change my physical appearance or my physical being because I know I'll be more efficient. I know I'll sleep better. I know that on my competitive end, like, this is about to get real. If I stand too long, my left leg goes numb and tingles because I'm probably having a improper curve of my spine and is pinching a nerve somewhere. Why? Because my belly hangs. And I want to become better at axe throwing, but it's very hard for me to become better at axe throwing when I stand too long and my leg goes numb and I can't feel my leg. Now I'm focused on what's wrong with my leg, and I'm not focused on throwing. It's going to sound bad the way I say it, because we're very driven by emotion. But you have to come to peace with who you are as a person. You have to start to love yourself despite your image, and you have to have non-emotional reactions to want to change. For years, mine was, oh, I want to change because girls will like me. I lost 110 pounds hanging out with a girl and she left me for another person. Why? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Was it because I lost a bunch of weight? No. Was it because I gained a bunch of weight? No. I was still who I was despite my physical appearance. Mom is having the same problem. You have to... Now, this is just my advice. This is how I've gone about it. And how I'm realizing to be more consistent. Don't do it for other people. Don't do it for other reasons to get other people to like you. Do it for you. And find something to keep you motivated by that. For me, I want to be a better content creator. I don't want to be as tired. And I want to be a better axe thrower. Does that change who I am as a person? No. Does that change how other people will see me? Maybe. Maybe. But it's not them that I'm doing it for. It's for me. You have to do it for you. Don't hate you as a person. Don't hate your body. Just do it for a why that actually matters to you. I'm trying to read the warning that keeps popping up on OBS. Keeps saying an encoding overload on OBS. Consider something. I'm not going any lower than 720 resolution, if that's what you're asking. Yeah, and at the end of the day, the way people treat you is more of a reflection of them than it is you. Like, if they are making fun of you because of your weight or your body or your personality, that's because they're insecure with themselves as a person. Turn down video settings. No. I'm not going lower than 720, computer. I'm already 720. The only thing I can go is maybe down to 30 frames instead of 60 frames, but then you guys get the same experience anyway. We're using a faster encoder preset. Or, computer, you can just stop being a hunk of junk. That's my thought. At the end of the day, don't hate yourself because of what other people say. Don't shame yourself because of what other people say. Do things for you because what people say and do is more of a reflection of them than it is for you. If you're happy with the person you are and you can sleep at night knowing that you're a good person, that's all that needs to be said. Boop doop 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 boop. That's what the audio just sounded like to me. Like McKnight's as an example. I call him a skinny bitch, but he wants to put on weight not because I call him a skinny bitch, but because the doctor says, put on weight, you're underweight. It can go both ways. He also knows that I'm not coming from a serious tone. You're almost at your doctor's goal. Well, then I guess those cranberry muffins will work wonders. You better get more of them in your face. I see what you're saying. So then that's a little bit of a different story. Unfortunately, like, I mean, you can do workouts to help that, but we're all born with something that we're not going to like about ourselves. Mine? It's my teeth. I hate my teeth. I want straight teeth. But they're not straight. Can I fix it? Sure. But it's going to cost money I don't have, so I just accept it and move on. 126! Alright, McKnight's, Friday. I got a plan. Ah, lazy eye. Nice. It's like you had a stroke or something, McKnight's. Yeah, I mean, mine they're just crooked. You guys also don't see my bottom teeth a lot just because of the way my lips are formed. And they're bad. I have teeth on top of teeth on top of teeth. I have like 3 or 4 teeth that you just can't see. The plan? Maybe. It's one of our favorite things. Not scoreboard, because apparently the rumor is they say a pipe burst and it was flooded. Other people said a homeless person broke in through the ceiling of McBride's and smashed a pipe, causing them to flood. No. Skinny's is garbage. Skinny's is garbage now. It's gone downhill every time since we've gone there. It's only getting worse. I'm thinking of a place. Yep. Yeah. We went there the one time for the game last year, and it was okay, but it was still... Brisket was dry. Brisket's not allowed to be dry. I'm thinking of a place that it's going to cost us the same amount of money no matter how much we eat. There's a few of them. But I think there's one that we both prefer over the, like, 4 that we have in town. The all-you-can-eat sushi place. No, I'm just joking. You wouldn't enjoy the sushi. Yep. We'll go visit the Quacks. And that's not a slight... That's not discrimination. That's not, you know, profiling. That's actually their last name. For the people that own the place, okay? We know them. Well, you'll see them now. They're always there. Ugh. Sorry, give me like 30 seconds here. I gotta spin the seat cushion. Better. Better. Bat. Gotta spin the seat cushion once in a while. Finally, some owners that actually work. What? Say that? Yeah. Pretty much from open to close. The only time they're not there is if they have to make like an emergency superstore run for food, because that's where they get most of it. And even then, I'm willing to bet that they try to wait until it's like outside of hours. Oh no, I get what you're saying. You've had 6 teeth ripped out, you got 5 cavities, and some are going to fall out naturally and you need braces. I had all those issues too. In fact, I have one tooth that's half fake because I got smacked in the face with a door. But I got, right now with my adult teeth, I got 1 cavity that's been filled. I had one that's like forming, but it hasn't gone anywhere, so, and it doesn't hurt, so I leave it. Yeah. We don't have to talk about bad, like, dental nightmares. McKnight's went through it. He went through it. The only 2 front teeth. Hey, that's unique. Nothing to be self-conscious about. It's unique. If it's out of your control, it's out of your control. As long as you're healthy and you can still eat. Embrace the uniqueness. That was a couple years ago already. Play murder mystery and this is great. I've never see Fortnite's mostly known for the battle royale stuff, but there's so many other things to play. Like the Lego stuff that's coming out on the 7th is going to be kind of crazy. With the whole like survival game mode, crafting. I mean, it's kind of like Minecraft, but your first experience with numbing needles wasn't good? I I have a story about my wisdom teeth. In fact, there's still a chunk inside my cheek. It is not proper because of my wisdom teeth and my dental work. I had to get 4 wisdom teeth pulled at the same time. Only one wisdom tooth was actually poking through the gum line. So they actually did surgery where they froze my jaw, cut into my jaw to remove the wisdom teeth. Well, it turns out they didn't do enough freezing to start with. So they did the test and they poked me and they said, raise your hand if you can feel that. So I could easily feel it. Of course, they make you close your eyes because they don't want you to know exactly when you're being poked. They don't want to lie. They don't want you lying. They don't want you to be blah, 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 whatever, right? So I could feel it. Well, then they just pumped me solid, and my jaw and everything just swelled up so much. Phone's at 6%. No. Emergency. 5% emergency. It'll go into power save mode soon. It'll extend. But anyway, they start cutting out my wisdom teeth, and then they sew me back up, but there was so much freezing that I couldn't feel my mouth at all. So when they went to give me the painkillers, because I was going to be in pain for quite some time, I couldn't feel my mouth to the point that I could not drink water. So that was fun. But there's a big scar inside my cheek at the back of my jaw here. And there's a big lump of scar tissue on the inside of my cheek because they sewed it up with a chunk of either jaw or wisdom tooth still in that spot. And as it was healing, of course, you're supposed to go back like 24 hours or 36 hours, whatever it is, to make sure that it's healing properly. Okay, there's still the line there too. They're like, oh yeah, it's still fine, but everything was still so swollen that as the swelling came down, there was actually a chunk of jaw or wisdom tooth still lodged in my jaw that weaseled its way out as I was like moving around with my tongue. So the stitch dissolved and a chunk of either jaw or molar or something came out, and it didn't heal properly, and now I have this like big scar tissue piece on the inside of my jaw. It doesn't hurt or anything. I don't have a dry socket from it, but it was still like, what the hell, man? I did this checkup and you didn't even see that this piece of jaw was coming out of my gums? Like, what the hell? So that was an interesting experience. I don't gotta tell you about my colonoscopy experience either. That's a tale for a different day. Herb for the laundry, indeed. Woo! Dry spell. We got a big old dry spell going on. Not any shinies. And I've lost all audio. Hopefully my audio comes back. You guys should still be getting. Herb, welcome back. Hello. You hear audio? Good. I'm looking at my dashboard and stuff, and I'm like, well, it's still showing that you guys are probably. That's fine. I don't need them. Just if alerts ever happen, I need them. Are we about to... Hey, I got my audio back. Are we about to phase out on 2 sandwiches? Ugh. That's terrible. That's terrible when... especially when it's their own profession. They should be specializing in. Especially once they're, like, up close and personal with you. It's like, pop a breath mint before you go in. Like, I understand that, okay, it might be a long day. You haven't brushed your teeth since the morning, whatever. It's like, pop a breath mint or spray one of them breath fresheners in your mouth, something like that. Back. Yeah, teachers and coffee breath. Yeah. I've had district managers come in with real bad coffee breath before. Back in my sales days. McKnight's is just perpetually around coffee, so he's nose blind to coffee breath. Oof. Yeah, I figured as much. Well, it'll be, well, thank goodness we're not going to phase out on 2 sandwiches. So glad I flew over here. Oh, wrong button. Yes, shiny. Hopefully it turns into a 3 segment. The Dundunsparce. Dun. Dun. I mean, when you do it that way, it's 1 too many. That is so crazy how many spawn here. I could probably just spend my time going back and forth, actually. Make it! Nice. The 1 in 512 odds. No extra luck this time. As long as you leave me on lurk. I need the watch hours. Leave me on lurk. Dun, 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 dun. Number 9. Technically, this is our 10th attempt, but it wasn't a specific hunt. For the first one, so... I'm okay not counting it. Once we evolve this one, and hopefully the hunt is over, then I don't know what we're gonna do, but we could probably do something. But I do know I have to take a washroom break and get a snack, so, you know. Well, that's gonna happen. Not like I've been going for 3 hours and no break. That's like a new personal best. That was a long time. That was like 55 minutes without a shiny. Oh, boy. Next sandwich better do like 10. No problem, Hazy. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and hopefully we'll see you soon. No, no, no. Is it wrong that I'm already like slightly salivating about bourbon chicken? And see you later, Hazy. I'll do my best to stay happy. You do the same. Oof. 4 days. 4 days. That's all. 4 more days. The problem is I always make like 2 massive plates, and then I never save enough for dessert. And then I'm always disappointed, because there's always like little cakes that look amazing. And I just never get them. Or like ice cream that looks great. Never get them. One more sprint across. I was clearly jumping. Actually. No. All right. Number 9. Number 9. God damn it, computer. I hate you so much. Also, why does YouTube say 0 concurrent view? That's a lie. All right. No! Wrong button. You back? Just in time. We gotta do this. Go over here. Gotta change moves. Remember moves. Hyper drill. I prefer the lack of music. Creates more mystery and ambience. Am I still live on Twitch? Okay. Encounter number 9. No good. I just got an email saying that my Twitch stream summary was ready. That's why I was like, what? Did I actually lose encoding? I've never dropped frames, but it just like... Anywho. I'm going to run to the washroom quick and grab a quick little snack, and we'll continue the hunt. Hey, that's a good thing. Keep your studies up. I don't know why it said Man, that weirds me out. Or maybe not weird me out. Has me concerned. Come on, game! Thank you. I like all the color texture changes there. That was fun. I feel like at this point I have every right to be very, very concerned about my computer. Unless it was a Twitch thing that said I was ended my stream. It doesn't say that I had the hiccup on my stream software or anything. To the lucky spot from last time. Alright. He didn't do enough pillaging. Duos is a different thing for sure. We'd have to find ways to become friends on Epic. I have Fortnite, yeah. I don't stream Fortnite on this YouTube channel, though. I only stream it on Twitch when I feel like it. Oh, you're in Discord. You can put your information there. Or with a legendary pistol. Yeah. Seems about right. I still think those sniper shots I had yesterday Those were sick. I love the new season. I love the new season so much. I'll admit I was wrong. Dude, I misjudged it for so long, too. I misjudged it for so long. I thought, oh, it's just a children's game. It's terrible, blah, 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 blah. And then my friends that I normally game online with, we ran out of things to play. And we're like, well, this is free. Let's just give it a shot. And then we were just like, oh, we were so wrong about this game for so long. You hate the walking. I didn't notice any difference there. I don't know why people... I don't know. I didn't notice much of a difference anyway. But maybe that's because I'm very... casual. Yeah, I do like the big map because it feels like you have a chance to loot and establish yourself before you run into people. And it gives you a chance. Yeah, no build is way better. That doesn't bother me by any means. That you only walk or sprint. The NPC bits? There's a few different things that you can do with NPCs. You have to be more specific on that one. I really like the boss medallions they've added, though. That's a cool little feature. Now, the fact that it marks you on the map, well, it's okay. But if the more medallions you collect, the more they stack and the more shield regen you get. So that's pretty sweet. Yeah, so if you... So the NPCs that attack from certain locations, they're usually in houses, and they will lead you to bosses. Yeah, so there will be vaults in there as well, but they will actually lead you to bosses, and if you kill the bosses, you can get their weapons and their medallions and unlock the vault. But if you collect a medallion, you actually get 1 shield regeneration per second. If you get 2 medallions, you get 2 shield regeneration per second, all the way up to 5, because there's only 5 bosses. And that part I didn't know. But what Burb just said is that you will actually heal when you emote as well when you use the medallions. So, if you can make the push, it's well worth it. And if you get into the vault, there's all orange or mythic weapons as well. Oh, the bosses heal when they emote. Yeah, yeah. The key is to not let them emote. Just go in there and blast them. Yeah. I'm usually a little more aggressive than that. I usually like to get involved, feel like I earned the loot a little bit, even if I just get an assist on it. I already got a what? I've never done the campaign. You hide when you're stacked. Are you saying do I already have a victory? No, I don't. The best I've placed, so I played solos on stream yesterday on Twitch. The best I placed there was 4th. And then I did some duos with some trios with some friends. And we did 3 back-to-back games, finishing 3rd. Sorry, 3 back-to-back games finishing second is what we did. I'm not going to play Fortnite on this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is strictly for Pokemon. If you want to do Fortnite stuff, follow me on Twitch. And we'll do things there. If you're on Twitch, it's literally the same username, burgers_88. Of course they are. I already saw on Twitter that they posted that it was going to be so that you could bring over a couple new Pokemon to Pokemon Go. This is what they've said. But of course they're gonna data mine, oh, which one are it? Blah blah blah. People need to relax, man. Shiny Growlithe. My first one on Pokemon Go was an Elekid. Hatched from an egg. Yeah, enjoy the surprise. Calm down, take a seat, chill, relax. I didn't even know it was a shiny, to be honest with you. It was one of those that hatched without the animation, and it was just in my inventory. And then I clicked on it, and it was like, oh, it's a shiny. Cool. I have a couple hundos. No shundos, though. All my shinies actually have terrible stats. The shiny luck seems to have dried up a little bit. The 1 in 512 odds is not feeling like it. Nice, redeem the shiny luck. Let's see if it works. It did work yesterday. Let's face that on that. You hit the button and it worked. Nut. Maybe McKnights needs to go do laundry again or something. Then I'll get some shiny luck. We'll be done around 3. Well, I'll be done around then, too. You do have to go to the post office today. Sold a jumbo card on eBay, so... Then I gotta do some editing, work on a handle a little bit, do some more editing, and then go to the gym. What a day! You hear all the Dundunsparce seeing me, but I can't see them? It was actually... So I went back on my Twitch and made clips of what I needed to make clips of for the Fortnite stuff yesterday. The 2 sniper shots actually happened within 30 seconds of each other. It was an easy single clip. So that'll go up on the second YouTube channel. Boom. The Shiny Luck Redemption worked. Hey, we're 10% to odds. Look at that. In 7 hours. So that would be 70 hours to get to 100 if it has to go to full odds. In the next 10 days. So 63 hours to go in 10 days. I'll have to average in 6.3 hours for streaming every single day if we don't get it before 100. Well, 6.5 hours, but Still the math checks out. Didn't help that we had 2 sandwiches today with none. That never helps out. Really destroys the averages. And 2 back to back. We had a full hour without one. What's left on this one? 10 minutes? We had an hour and 20 minutes without one. What could I have done with my life in that hour and 20 minutes? Nothing. Let's be real. Man, this brings me back to the Roaring Moon, Brute Bonnet. Screamtail was never a hunt because we found 2 of them randomly. Slitherwing. Hey Janet, what's going on? Oh, you know. On that shiny 3-segment Dundunsparce grind. Thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate that. Can't complain. Can't complain. McKnights, I got a question for you. With all the dust in the air and the wind and allergens and stuff, you're feeling a little itchy? You should. I had no idea that even happened. No idea that even happened. I'm very oblivious to current events. Other than the fact that it's winter, but it felt like summer allergies. That would make sense, though. She's right near there. What's left on this? Ah! That hurt me a little to look at the timer. PTSD moment. Do, 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 ba-do. I enjoy that right now in chat, you and I are the only ones that understand that. Nobody else needs to understand that, but I'm glad we can understand that. Well, at least we have one for the final push here. This will be, unfortunately, the last sandwich, last phase, and then I gotta call it a stream because, like I said, I got post office stuff to do. Unfortunately. I mean, I make $4, but... money is money, yeah. And I can tell you, Twitch ad revenue ain't gonna get me $4 today. It will for the pay period, but not today. And that pay period goes all the way back to August right now, so. Woo! Money! Rich. I'm a rich streamer with my $120 of income this year. It's actually increasing. That's the worst part. My pay over the past 30 days has actually increased from the previous 30 days. I'm at $5.79 in the past 30 days with 46 hours streamed. That's up from having 65 hours streamed last month, and it was at like $5.63. Woo! My bank account will love me. Literally the only difference is I got 100 bits. That's the only difference. The previous 30 days, I think it was like 4 something, but then I got like 100 bits. But my ad revenue is actually up a good chunk. It's over $2 for ad revenue in the past 30 days. So it adds up quick, considering I'm averaging 2.8 viewers per stream right now. And if I'm averaging 2.8 viewers per stream and you're subbed, it's technically only 1.8 viewers are getting ads. Do I want to know what's awesome? Me? Really? Besides that, sandwich made with ciabatta bun and toasted. The double quarter pounder. Good. I just really just in all honesty, I just wanted to say the word ciabatta at that moment. Womp womp. All right, last chance of the day to get a 3-segment shiny Dundunsparce. Ugh. Wake up, chat. We're gonna have a reason to celebrate. I can feel it. I can't feel it. Let's be real. If we hit this at 10% of odds, that would be nuts. Nuts. Right, Dundunsparce. Check your summary. Remember your moves. I gotta check something on my dashboard. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, rare candy time. Are we ready? Encounter number 10. Will we get the 3-segment Dundunsparce? We will not. We will not. Well, goodbye, game. Anywho, thanks for hanging out, everybody. It was a blast. I apologize for the tech issues. Hopefully, I have the answer to the tech issues at some point. I know it's a new PC is the answer. I'll get there. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the views. All of that fun stuff. And I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a slightly longer stream where I do only Pokemon for the bit, and then we'll do something else at the end. Appreciate each and every one of you. Stay safe tonight. Have fun. Do something for yourself. All of that fun stuff. See you tomorrow. Bye.